Really excited to be here, FI again, to share all those kind of innovations and good ideas all around the world. What we're doing is that we're providing a IoT platform for the global developers who design the IoT application and devices easy and efficiently. So what is IoT? The, the host asked us to tell us what is the IoT of everything. So IoT, it's Internet of Things. Actually, we're trying to create a new type of networks that are connected everything together. What it means everything. So in the past, Internet means we try to connect all the computing devices, like the large-scale computer, desktop, laptop, smartphone, and then. But what we're trying to do is the next generation of Internet is turn all those type of electrified devices into computing devices that make it connected to a more interoperable Internet. So which means that we need a new layer of infrastructures, including we need to go beyond more than the cellular networks or fiber, but connect with all type of telecommunication protocols, like Wi-Fi, Zigbee, Bluetooth, narrowband, NB-IoT, etc. Put them all together and provide a new infrastructure on the cloud side to make all the different kind of physical devices interoperable and build a new user interface type of applications and to connect it with as many devices as we can. So IoT is trying to create a new massive networks. And it's not a magic. We're already been halfway there. So starting from IoT, maybe the end user, which they're familiar with, it will be the smart home. So we already go beyond the home to cover most of the vertical industries we can find. Like the exhibition hall we found here, we covered the entire space into connected hospitality, rental apartment, and office building, industrial park. So it's really trying to build the digital twin of all the physical world. And by the analysis, saying that, so the enterprise IoT already become a promising and proven fast-growing verticals for the entire industry. So year over year, like 20% of the growth rate for 10 years straight ahead. So not only from the massive market, for Tuya is the same. So we established 9 years ago. Until now, we almost hit 1 million developers all around the world, and including plenty from Middle East. Until now, we already enabled over 600,000 different type of devices. So sometimes we say that anything you find electrified, lights, switch, screens, all things here, we found a solution to make it connected and smart. So it's really become everywhere. And then, this year, a lot of people talking about sustainability, the green power. So people always ask me, what can IoT bring for the sustainability? So I think the nature of IoT is that we're creating a new data loop. 3 steps. The first one is that we're providing a sensible data, which means that we'll be able to understand how those devices been running, how those energies been consuming on a real-time basis. So through this kind of sensible data, and then we turn those data into a visible and analyzable one. So we put all the data together, like you can understand how this light's been consuming power right now, whether this works right or wrong, how this AC in this hall has been running, and whether the people feel comfortable or not. So we put all the data together to running analysis, and then into a new interface, so it's controllable. So once we found anything runs less efficient, we can directly involved to recontrol the devices in a better way. So through that kind of closed loop of the data controllable sense, we'll be able to manage our space in a better way. So turn this IoT into something, what we call is the renewable energy system. So we cut the energy flow into 3 parts. From the production of energy, no matter it's solar or the grid, storage of energy, and then the consumption of energy. So we'll be able to understand how each part of the energy being produced, being stored, and being consumed, provide a better strategy and actions, try to either improve the efficiency of the production or to lower the cost of the consumption. And then, so divided from there, we can take some use cases for home. So this will be a request from the Singapore government, the HDB. So they're telling us that there will be 1.3 million public apartments provided to Singapore citizens from the government. But the problem for them is that they found that every single apartment, they will consume nearly from 360 into 420 watts a month, kilowatts hour a month. That's a lot. And then they're asking us whether you can, using IoT, try to help me to reduce some of the consumptions, but still maintain the same level of the confidence for the user. We'll say that, let's try that. And then we do the analysis about entire house. We found that 65 to 70% of the power is being used by the air conditioner in Singapore because it's a tropical country. And then we found that the fact is that there will be at least 4 other reasons than the AC control that can provide the confidence of the temperature. So the human body feels the temperature not only related to the air temperature, but also related to humidity. It's more wet, you feel hotter. When it's drier, you feel better. And also, the air controller only tells the temperature of the wind that the AC blows, but it can never reflect to the real temperature in the room. And the third one is that, so there's different pricing on different timing in a day, how you're using the same amount of the energy. So the bill will be different. And the last part is that it takes way much more power than to turn on the AC rather than turning it down. So it's similar like the vehicles. So you don't want to restart it over and over again and takes way more power. So starting from there, we try to provide a very simple kit with only 3 different types of devices. So we add a sensor can tell whether the human presence, there's any people in this room, how many of them, where are they, and then come with the temperature of in this room, and then come with a new controller with connected one. And last one is we add an air circulation fan. So, and then we deploy that into over 30 apartments running as a test field. So the users only need to feedback. I feel comfortable right now. I feel too hot. I feel too cool. After the algorithms on the systems, and then start to adjust the mode, whether I turn this AC up, down into the dehumidify mode, or I using the fan to speed up the airflows in this room, we maintain the same level of the AC. So we try to optimize that a little bit, and it turns out we can use in the AC in a different way, but provide the same satisfaction of the confidence of the temperature for people. And from 25% of the energy be saved up to 54%, and over 30% of the bill being cut. So that satisfies the end users, and also that bring a lot of satisfaction for the Singapore government because they want to meet the ESG as fast as they can. And right now we're starting to scale these use cases to 1.3 million Singapore citizens. So that will be for home. And then we're starting to duplicate this from home into office building, into the warehouse, industrial park, manufacturing factories. It's the same stuff. You analyze what's needed in this space, you act and manage the devices in a different way. And not only there for the end users, but also IoT can help for the operation and maintenance of the utility company. So Trend Group asking us, say that they spend over 40% of the cost on the maintenance because they need to do the manning patrol to ensure that all the electrical equipments in the utility station will stay work in the perfect shape. They can no way to understand that in time that something went wrong. They can come in, replace that within a second. But with the connectivity, so they will be able to review all the real-time work status of each of the equipment and giving a heads up once anything goes a little bit wrong that show us the predictable failure. So they will be able to interface the maintenance in advance, save them a lot of labor forces, and also improve their customers' satisfaction. So through that, they're already starting to deploy over 6 utility power stations around the Red Sea. And the system is very flexible. So we provide the system as flexible as we can, as open as we can, that can deploy it within our customer existing business system. So the IoT could be part of the larger business scope, no matter it's for the telecom operator, utility company, home builder, property managers, we try to provide them the same level of the IoT values to lower the cost, to improve their customers' satisfaction. And above all the connectivity things, these always come with the data dashboard we call energy co-pilot dashboard that offer them the entire data loop, sensible, visible, and controllable loop, help them to digitize their entire operation and the daily works. So we're here to offer the way to connective things, but also we're looking for to connect people. Not a thing can be done by one person or one company. We need partnership. So we come here to Middle East to looking for all the partners that we can find, connected together to bring a more connected, new energy world. That's all I want to share today. Thank you, guys. Have a nice day.